Yeah, I think the biggest problem. Oh, let me just mute this. What does he go?
No, I'm not gonna do it again.
Do
I'm not
it,
gonna do it for your sick pleasure.
please.
For your sick fucking pleasure.
I'm
Just so you could get your fucking rocks off. I hope your mom doesn't see this.
They just left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fuck you, fucking dog shit person. I didn't mean that. That was fucking.
I'm a dog shit person.
Yeah.
He's just mad because I'm once again more well dressed than he is.
It's not true. I got the Zelda hat. So, clearly, I'm the better. And I have sunglasses, which make me even fucking cooler. I gotta get the. Otherwise, what's the fucking point if I don't know what Pokemon I am? There we go. Finally, the Zelda hat that was $5. I'm gonna get some use.
Is it?
Fuck you.
Give me 1 second. I have to file a claim.
Copyright claim?
No. Danbury CT.
In the middle of a gunfight. Should we have Master Chief talk to the people?
No, we're on stream, dude. Everybody could see us. We've just been on our phones like a bunch of
actually?
dickheads
Wait.
for like a minute. Not too long.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up the stream on my phone, just make sure everything sounds good.
Yeah.
Dude, my hair looks so bad. I gelled up my hair today, and pulled it back, but now it's just like because I've been sitting on my computer all day, playing one of the worst games ever made.
We're gonna
like
talk.
Redfall is a better game than this garbage.
Shut the fuck up.
Straight up.
Don't say that for real.
Yeah, no, it is. Redfall is a better first person for open world game than Zelda. Like straight up. What does Redfall have that Zelda doesn't? Guns.
And if we know anything from Shadow the Hedgehog, we know if you put guns in a game, it automatically makes it cool and edgy.
It does actually. Yeah. We know. I mean, look at how cool you are with your sunglasses. Zelda Link doesn't have sunglasses.
Well, I'm not Link.
Who are you?
I'm my own person, dude.
Are you?
Yeah, all I am. I'm just an individual, you know.
Can you answer this question for me before we start the stream?
Go ahead.
Does Breath of the Wild have the Triforce?
Wait, hold on. Let me check my notes.
Nope. Oh, you wrote it down.
I think in my lore sheet I did.
Oh, don't read your fucking lore sheet.
Well,
Answer me
then
right
how the
now.
fuck? I think so.
Answer me.
I think so. Well, always technically because Link is courage, Ganon is power, and Zelda is always wisdom.
Is this no? This isn't the first time they had two different Ganondorfs because there's Ganondorf and then Ganon.
Yeah.
In Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. Well, Ganon, depending on the timeline, like in the timeline where Link dies in Ocarina of Time, he slowly just turns into like a mindless pig monster.
Yeah.
That's why he's that form in Link to the Past and stuff like that.
So yeah, the Triforce is not in Breath of the Wild.
It's an Tears of the Kingdom?
Well, I haven't beaten it.
I haven't beaten it either.
So I wouldn't know.
I'm hoping that I don't get spoiled.
It does appear on Zelda's hand. I don't remember that.
Yeah. I am the Zelda lore expert. But Breath of the Wild was still a fairly new game when it came out. So anything pre Breath of the Wild, I'm pretty knowledgeable. Let's see. Let's see. Do I even know Breath of the Wild? Maybe I didn't know.
What do you mean in your lore?
Yeah.
So context.
Page.
Real quick, this is a horribly cold open.
Well, fucking, you never tell me when we fucking record. So how the fuck am I supposed to know? Dipshit.
I always just
Here we go.
I think my favorite thing whenever we stream is that I just turn the stream on and JJ doesn't know.
Yeah, because I could be saying some horrible shit. Not that I would.
Maybe you should be a good person and not say horrible shit.
No.
Maybe you should be a good person.
No. I don't have it written down. I only have like 3 bullet points for Breath of the Wild because the story is very. Yeah, so I had originally we had a video that all the footage got corrupted for. It was kind of a bad.
It also didn't get. No, it was horribly planned. I'm gonna say this: the way the camera was not good. Well, there was no reaction to the people that you were talking to.
Yeah. It was just all rapid fire question. I'm like, guys, if we're gonna get through this, we spent 2 hours on just the first timeline. That's only 4 games in the entire fucking franchise.
That's why I think it would be fun to do 3 probably 4 now after we beat Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Discussing the timeline.
Yeah.
And that would be fun doing one stream for each part of the timeline.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Especially because anyone's gonna be playing for the next couple weeks of Zelda, so
maybe just like somebody said it. I was watching a person reviewing the game.
Yeah.
Oh, he did a podcast about the game.
Oh, it's too dark in the
sun. And they said like
the hat staying on.
Yeah, it is. If you take it off,
for legal reasons, it must stay on.
Miyamoto said you had to keep it on.
Miyamoto said if you're gonna make the official Zelda tier list, the hat stays on. Let me. I need to get the platform because that's like the iconic Link flap.
There you go. Except he doesn't have it in this game.
Well, you can get it.
There is Tunic of the Wild, right? Tunic of the Wild.
You can get, the fuck are you looking at?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Toonies of the Wild. Tunic of the Wild. I'll look it up for Breath of the Wild. I'll look it up here. Yeah, he does have it.
Yeah. I think that's the only classic Link outfit in Breath of the Wild.
No, they have a bunch of. They have like the Tunic of Time. They have the Tunic of the Past, and
But they have more in this one, right?
They have way more.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we still haven't even introed
the
fucking stream.
Hi guys.
Welcome to this stream, everybody. This is just gonna be like every other channel you see. We're gonna be talking about the Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and then just Legend of Zelda in general in terms of like all the games, because we talked about it off stream last week, and we've played a lot of Zelda games.
Yeah. I played a lot more than I thought I did.
I don't think I've played that many. As much as I love Zelda, I don't think I've played enough. So it's gonna be fun listening to you and how you love Zelda, and me and how I love.
We should do a Resident Evil one.
Best Resident Evil games.
Yeah, mainline.
Yeah, that'd be fun too.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Next not maybe not next stream, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off the stream with actually kind of like a bit of a first impressions.
Yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily review. I'd say this is first impressions, and then maybe when we get into the lore of the Breath of the Wild and Tears of Kingdom,
We'll have
that's
more.
pretty.
Yeah.
That'll be more of like a review type of thing because we will hopefully have completed the game by then. Although this game is long as
Yeah.
shit.
So let's just jump right into
Yeah.
The
The Zelda in the room.
yeah, literally. So here is I'm gonna just have this up. I won't unfortunately play footage of
Because
the game.
Miyamoto said it's fine, do the tier list, but if you show any fucking footage, we will stomp on your little balls.
Yeah, I don't feel like the stream being shut down
Yeah.
or us getting like a strike.
Yeah.
Even if we are small, not interested.
Yeah. Not me.
So, Tears of the Kingdom, JJ, first impressions, first thing you want to say about the game, go.
Dude, garbage. Absolute fucking trash fire. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, I've been keeping track of the games I've played this year. On my phone. Hold on. What have I played this year? I haven't played much. I think I forgot that. Oh yeah, video games I played in 2020. I've only played like a handful. I played First Last of Us. I played God of War Ragnarok, which I really fucking liked. Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 2 remake, Mega Man Battle Network, and then Resident Evil 7. And Breath of the Wild is on top. It doesn't even fucking come close. Like it is. It's one of those games that, as my adult, like, all right, let me start. When I was a kid, like, you would just sit down and just plow through a video game, and I've never really recaptured that feeling up until I played Breath of the Wild. I started doing that, and this new Zelda, obviously, it's like Breath of the Wild, but much bigger and has more to it. And I was just telling Peter before we started the stream that I was like, yeah, like I would put the game down for a little bit, and then I would go to read, and then I would get 2 pages in, and I'm like, fuck, I want to play Zelda again. Like I just like whenever I have free time, it's just this game. Like it's so good, and I've only just gotten to like the main line story, as in like in the mainline story, basically you get up to a certain point and it's like go to these 4 separate areas of the map. And for like 4 hours, I didn't do that. I was just going to shrines, and I was going to shrines, and I was uh, just exploring the like towers and stuff to unlock most of the map. But yeah, like it's just so easy to get lost in the game, especially for me because in a lot of open world games, the first thing I do is try to unlock the map and do as many side missions as possible, so that way in the mainline game I could just plow through and just enjoy the story.
Yeah.
And like this game is just like you could do that, but you're gonna get lost for hours doing that. So eventually, I wound my way to one of the story beats. But no, this game is incredibly fucking fun. Once you get your hands on it, you can't stop. And I kind of like. I'll let you talk in a minute.
No, keep going, dude.
For Breath of the Wild, it took me a long time to get into because I was just like overwhelmed when I first picked it up. I was like,
when did you get it? Let me. I want to know because
I think it was close to like when it was released on the Switch, maybe a year later.
Oh, so you waited a year before you bought a Switch?
Yeah. No, I didn't have the Switch on launch. It was the year after I got on the Switch. So let's say 2020 or 2019. I don't know, 2019 or 2020.
This game came out in 17, so you got it 18.
Okay, sure.
Or Breath of the Wild came out in 2017.
Yeah. And I got it, and I was just overwhelmed by the world, and I'm like, oh, there's no like linear. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. So I dropped it like 3 separate times, and then on the 4th time, I picked it back up, and then I just immediately got it. Yeah, like that.
Wasn't there another game like that for you that you told me about? What was that? You said on stream. I'm blanking on it though.
Was it the Resident Evil? The Resident Evil 2 one I dropped.
Was it Resident Evil 2? Maybe it was Resident Evil 2.
Yeah. But I feel like this one has much better opening because it lands you on a pretty good decent sized land or whatever, but you can't really get lost in it because you're just kind of there. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the sky thing. So like I feel like this is a better introduction than Breath of the Wild actually, because Breath of the Wild is just like just fucking go. It's like what? Whereas Tears of Kingdom, it's like all right, here's the area that you can explore, and then after you explore the area, learn the game mechanics, then you can dive into the huge world, and then it doesn't feel as like um overbearing, I guess.
Okay.
So that's my hot take on Tears of the Kingdom. Should be playing Jedi Fallen Order instead.
Well,
Jedi Survivor. Jedi Survivor better.
how do you? Am I dumb? How do you full screen out of window?
I don't fucking know.
It's saying F4 here, but it's not working.
Well, maybe. Oh, that's actually really good.
It's not too bad. I
Yeah, your brother was hyping this up a little bit. It's not that bad.
was making it sound like shit.
Yeah.
That's my fault. But I mean, it's
Well,
it's
you
just
don't
like
the taste of alcohol, and your little baby lips taste the alcohol.
dude, we ruined alcohol for myself.
Why?
Do I need to remind you of one of our popular videos on our channel?
Oh, oh, that was a while ago, pussy. Come on, get over it.
Still,
Nah.
I can't
Come
drink
on.
like I can't even drink vodka anymore. Anything with vodka, I can't drink.
Vodka Red Bulls are still. And vodka cranberry.
So
maybe I'm enough.
I ask you about like when you played Breath of the Wild because I think for Breath of the Wild, one of the most important factors for that game is that it came out when the Switch was released. It was the Switch's opening
it had
game.
the Wii U first, and then it came out on Switch.
No, it came out on the same day.
Wii U and
the
Switch port also came out.
Wii U and the Switch port came out the same day. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think that's true.
Breath of the Wild.
Eat my
Switch and ports. Yeah, because the whole point of this game, the whole point of Breath of the Wild,
look up a release date.
Not saying it. March 3rd, 2023.
Launch game on the Wii U.
Was planned to release as a Wii U game, but then it became a launch title for the Switch. And was the final game for the Wii U.
Actually, Twilight Princess was the final game for GameCube as well.
Because Zelda just knows how to end a fucking franchise, bro.
Which only means Switch 2 coming out soon, baby.
Yo, that's the thing. Okay, so we'll get into that maybe after our review. Yeah. With Breath of the Wild, it was a launch title for the Switch. I got the Switch, I think, a week after or a month later. I was able to finally track down a Switch and I played it.
Yeah.
It was my first like big expense I've ever bought for myself. And dude,
did you pick it up right away or did it take a couple minutes?
I went to Toys R Us. I bought the game. I bought the Switch, and I left.
I mean like to get into the actual game, like where you just like immediately you were like, yes, I love it.
So yeah, I immediately like jumped in and I was like, I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in, locked in. It was I beat the game in 3 days. Because I was just upset. I mean, I was in high school, so it was much easier to play video games.
Yeah, dude, it was
in high school.
Easier being games. Because my attention span just like, I'm like, man, I'm not with this game right now. I don't want to waste any time on this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you become an adult, you're like, fuck, I wasted $60 on this game. What the fuck?
I'm not even playing it. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
Your fucking library.
Like I literally, I told my parents to buy me a video game for Christmas, either God of War Ragnarok or Bayonetta. I have an unsealed copy of Bayonetta.
You could probably sell that for a lot.
Still here.
You could probably sell that for a lot.
How much is an unsealed copy of Bayonetta right now? Unsealed.
There's a question on
copy of.
Fuck, I can't remember it.
Bayonetta 3.
But yeah, I like the new gameplay elements of Tears of the Kingdom. I think they're really good now. Not too much. Yeah, shit.
$40. That's
Damn.
not worth. So with Zelda, I have
The only complaint I have about this game.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Okay.
We can get into your complaints after.
Okay.
We'll
Sorry.
get into complaints first because I
Yeah.
think there's very little.
I'm
I like this
sorry.
game.
I'm sorry.
I like this game. It's very big. It's very open. There's a lot of shit to do. It was very overwhelming at first, especially when you first land in Hyrule. Um,
And then they're just like, point your little map or your little camera thing on where you want to go. I'm like, well, where do I want to go? I don't know.
yeah, like it was very. I was a little not lost, but like it was very overwhelming.
Oh, I straight up got lost. But you need to. The thing with this game, these types of games, you need to enjoy being lost. Like,
Yeah,
you need to actively enjoy being lost and getting sidetracked.
you can't get hung up on the
Yeah.
fact that
Like, if you're more of a linear game guy, I could imagine this game's probably not the best for you.
yeah, there's a lot that is fantastic about this game. I think the weapon crafting thing is very unique and
I think
very
it's
fun.
awesome. Yeah.
I think the
The story so far is intriguing. Like, the opening was very intriguing.
yeah, the 3 different levels you can go to, the sky, the overground, and then the underground.
Yeah.
I don't like to people think still saying that this game is like an over glorified DLC.
No,
You're actually a
absolutely no.
fucking
Yeah, you're
idiot.
a fucking moron.
This game is so much more than that.
Does it even? I know it probably reuses some assets, but is it even the same map? It
Yeah,
doesn't even feel like the
it's
same.
the exact same map. Like, I've been going because I have.
It literally doesn't.
Let me
feel
see
like
if
it.
I can. I'll pull it up on my Switch. I can tell how many hours I have on Zelda.
On the Legend of the Zelda.
I have I think about 300 hours in Breath of the Wild.
Holy shit.
And a
Well, how many
majority.
times have you played it?
I've only beaten the game once.
Dang.
The rest has just been exploring and doing
Yeah,
other shit. Like in my first save.
Mhm.
Let me pull it up, but I very much like it's overwhelming, but once I got into the groove of figuring out what I want to do,
Mhm.
it's so
Once you
much
look up
better
the
now.
tutorials on how to get certain items, then you just get
Even
sidetracked.
more than that, I was just like my goal was to get into Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
Before I did anything,
Mhm.
because I wanted the best armor, I wanted the best weapons, and I wanted the best shields and stuff.
Yeah.
So my goal was to get there. So I had to like farm a bunch of rupees, to buy a bunch of lizards, to then have enough stamina to glide all the way over from Lookout Tower into Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
And it was so fat. It was so satisfying going in there. I got scared that I was going to.
Is this still Tears of the Kingdom, or are you talking Breath of the Wild?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
I got really scared that I was going to fight Ganondorf too early.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he's not. Thankfully, I didn't have to worry about that. I avoided anything like that.
Well, I wonder because they don't. I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong. And this is the opening part of the game, so not really spoilers, but I don't think they call him Ganon, do they?
You'll see when he calls him Ganon.
Yeah.
Or Ganondorf. You'll see when they call him Ganondorf.
Because if they call him Demise, then I'm like, oh, this all makes sense now.
No, he is Ganondorf.
A lot of people's theory on why even Skyward Sword was even ported to the Switch was like, oh, it's going to be important for Tears of the Kingdom because there is a theory. It's not confirmed or not. Like, we haven't finished the game. We have no idea. So this is all speculation on both our parts, mostly mine. Is that this game will kind of break or at least acknowledge the timeline break that Demise caused in Skyward Sword, where basically Demise is like, you may have defeated me, but you and Zelda will be reborn and have to fight for an eternity, and that's all the game.
Every 100 years, you will fight me in some variation or another.
Yeah.
But as far as
context clue with the wheel on the logo on Tears of Kingdom, if you could see
an Ouroboros
on that, yeah, it's literally like a two dragons eating their tails and
an Ouroboros.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
I mean, I don't know yet. We haven't beaten it. I'm gonna try to
Yeah,
avoid.
literally, besides the opening of the game, I have no context for the story whatsoever.
You have no fucking clue what's going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
I mean, I kind of have a good gist of what's happening because
I would say if you are gonna play this game, um, get to the point where you get the paraglider first and then start exploring. Because I bumped into a lot of areas. I'm like, fuck, I really need a paraglider right now. So once you get the paraglider, fucking go off, King.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. No, it's a really great game.
I can
There's
already
a
tell
lot
it's
of.
gonna be game of the year. I love it.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It's like no
Like,
contest.
I love how people are like, oh, you bought a $70 game, looks like PS2 graphics, you could get Fortnite for free. I'm like, did you actually just hear yourself talk?
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I would
I just
give
expect
a
this from Nintendo.
so me and my friend were talking about this, and
Yeah.
he's like, "You're a hypocrite for making fun of Pokemon and their shitty graphics,"
Mhm.
but I'm not saying anything about Zelda.
Mhm.
Here's the thing:
Zelda hides it better.
Zelda doesn't just hide it better; it's a better game to play.
Yeah.
Pokemon Sword and or Scarlet and Violet is not fun to play. Um,
Like, look at Shovel Knight. Like,
nor was
that
Sword
art
and Shield.
style is like an old, like, the graphics are just 8-bit. Like, they're not great graphics. But because the gameplay is so entertaining, you don't even give a fuck about the graphics. That's kind of how I feel about this Zelda, you know? It's like, I don't really give a shit about the graphics. The game is just so fun that I don't even notice it half the time, honestly.
It also, even though it does have like
Just some of the
issues,
textures look very
well, all the textures look like shit.
yeah,
I'm gonna be
yeah,
honest; they look like
do.
shit.
And the frame rate sometimes I've even
Can
noticed.
be dog
And I
shit.
never noticed frame rate stuff. Like, that's mostly his thing. I'm just like, whoa, what the fuck was that? It gets a little choppy.
It's
Sometimes.
bad. It can
Yeah.
get really bad. But the thing is, it's fun to play.
Yeah.
I could care less if a game looks like dog shit
Mhm.
if it's fun to play.
Yeah.
Pokemon isn't fun to play. I'm sorry.
Some
It's
might
not
argue it
fun.
never was.
Yeah.
Can
Like, here's
wait,
the thing.
hold
Here's
on.
the thing.
Can I just video idea to piss people off?
Sure.
Can we do, since you're a huge Pokemon fan and I could give less of a shit? I only like Emerald and Sapphire, which are basically like the same games. Can we do a tier list where only I'm allowed to
To
put
rate
stuff on there,
all the
and you
games.
just have to see me
No, yeah,
do
that'd be funny.
that?
That'd be funny.
That'd be funny.
See, here's the thing. Like, now I'm going on a bit of a tangent.
Yeah, sorry. No,
Like,
yeah, well, it's
Pokemon Arceus
Uh-huh.
is a fun game,
Yeah.
despite its graphical issues, because it's fun. It's like enjoyable to play.
And it
Zelda
looks like
is
it's
the same thing.
changing up the fucking Pokemon for me. Oh, scary concept there.
No, like for real. Like
Yeah.
yeah, like yes, there's the
And they're
traditional
like,
Pokemon
it's
battle.
not exactly like the same 10 games.
Whereas
I'm gonna
Scarlet and
fucking
Violet just
scream.
Scarlet and Violet is just a shitty looking game.
Yeah.
Shitty looking and shitty. I just don't like playing it. It's not fun.
This I see is really good, by the way.
Huh?
I know. I forgot.
Yeah.
We're rating his brother's Long Island iced tea, and it's very good.
Even though, don't you make a Long Island iced tea with not you don't make it with tequila, you make it with whiskey, right?
You can. I mean, you could do either way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, you do put tequila in it. Never mind. You put like 5 different alcohols in it.
For that type of, yeah.
Like a traditional
Yeah.
Long Island iced tea.
If I'm paying like $15 for a Long Island iced tea, I want to taste 5 different fucking alcohols.
Yeah. So I think there are only really 2 big major gripes I have with this game.
I just have one, and it's very specific.
Why don't we go with yours?
Okay. I hate how they got rid of the bomb, the unlimited bombs in Breath of the Wild. You know that bomb?
Yes,
because now I have to use weapons to cut down trees, and I fucking hate that.
Well,
like, because the bombs,
yeah.
it's just like pew pew pew. But that's the littlest nitpick, because it's brand new gameplay elements, and Link doesn't have those abilities. He has brand new abilities with his Full Metal Alchemist arm.
I totally forget. I think that's one of the I've been hearing people talk about it because I've been watching YouTubers stream.
Yeah.
They don't acknowledge anything from the first game in terms of like
they
the
only
abilities
acknowledge like
or the Guardians.
Yeah, they only acknowledge how wait.
Sidion's the only one I notice is the Guardian that's there.
Yeah, that's the only one I've played.
Like,
I don't know if
in the Rio Village, the Guardian that you talk to isn't there. I don't think.
Oh shit. But I think their way of acknowledging it, and this very Zelda way of doing it, is like when you first start off in the game, all leveled up. I think it's assumed that you just have all the powers from Breath of the Wild, and then those get sucked out, and now you have these new powers. That's what I'm assuming. That's a big like
those
theory
powers.
kind of thing.
Those powers came from your tablet.
Tablet, yeah. But now you get a new tablet this way. It's not even the same tablet.
Yeah, it's Zelda's tablet.
Yeah.
But that tablet has similar functions.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
it
I
does
don't
the
know if they'll
same
explain
thing.
it or if they're just like new powers go, like a Metroid type of deal.
Yeah.
Because this very much this opening felt like a Metroid type of opening where it's like, look, Samus has all her powers. Oop, now she doesn't. Get them back. But these ones, I guess you don't get them back. You just get brand new ones.
Yeah, you're just getting new ones. I'm gonna look to see if like any of the people are the same. Like I know that everybody's like simping over the new
yeah,
Cora or whatever her name is.
Yeah, because she
She
was
was
like
a
a little
baby when you first met her, dude. Like, get a grip.
You know how weeps are.
You gross degenerates.
Yeah, but they do walkthroughs for shrines, so thank you.
Yeah, that's also true.
Because sometimes I'll like be like, how the fuck do I? Oh, okay.
There's, you know what, dude?
What?
Like, I guess he is the same character. Sorry.
That's cool. Just look at your phone the entire.
Well, no, I'm looking at the character.
That's cool, man. Way to spoil
Who's
it for
the
everyone.
character that don't?
You're literally spoiling. You're spoiling. Spoiling.
No, this is Breath of the Wild.
No, I know.
What the fuck is his name?
I don't know.
I don't care either anymore.
Whatever. It's just gonna bother me all.
Yeah, they don't.
Whatever.
No, it is gonna bother me because it's like whatever. I gotta stop thinking about it.
Yeah, don't.
One of my other biggest gripes is I'm actually not a big fan of the combat. It was something people did not like in the first game. I wasn't a big fan of it in the first game either.
What do you like, the actual combat or like the weapon breakage?
Well,
stuff?
There's a lot of things about the combat that's not good.
Okay.
For me personally. There's not a lot of like in a lot of games there's canceling. Not a lot of
where you tweet online and then cancel.
Yeah. There's like a lot of there's a lot of like different kinds of cancels. You could do like reload cancels, head glitching, stuff like that that can help in the combat sandbox. The sandbox in this game in terms of combat is not enjoyable to me. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not good for me.
You know what?
I don't enjoy it.
I think I'm actually going to agree with you on this one. I find the exploration a lot more fun than the actual combat. Like, I'm getting into my first boss fight now with the water temple, or I'm assuming it's going to be a boss fight. Because the arena that's in is like, oh, well, this is clearly something's going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will agree with you. Like, the combat has always been kind of like lock on target, dodge, quick fury,
flurry charge,
rinse and repeat kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which I'll get into criticism about a certain Zelda game later on. Not Breath of the Wild.
Ocarina of Time, I can already tell.
Yeah.
That's the
bomb
biggest gripe of.
That's the Skyward Sword has bomb pulling.
What's that from? What?
Sequelitis, Ecoraptor.
Yes,
yes.
That's
my favorite bit in the whole video. It's like
that video.
Skyward Sword has fucking bomb bowling. Bomb bowling. Skyward Sword has bomb bowling.
That shit was so funny.
We should pull up that clip when we talk about Skyward Sword.
And then my other it isn't enjoyable, and they make it worse in this game.
Yeah,
because they've increased the health of enemies.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. Yeah,
I was saying it off stream to you, and you were like, "Oh shit!" Like, because
I've noticed that too. They're like kind of damage spongy, and I was like, "What the?"
They're very much.
I have an upgraded
spongy.
weapon. Like, I was fighting you with a level 20 or strength or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
you know the little numeric. Yeah, 20 damage. And now I'm fighting with the 33, and it feels like the same fucking thing.
Yeah, it's very much. They have to scale. I understand it from a design perspective. They also do that a lot with the game, the level design.
Right.
They have to scale. They have to scale themselves up more so that players don't take advantage. Because if enemies were the same as Breath of the Wild, there's a point in this game where you can get a weapon that does 175 damage.
Damn.
and based off of like what you configure.
Wait, can you fuse stuff to the Master Sword?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
you can fuse things to the Master Sword, which makes it even
How do you
infinitely.
can you unfuse things?
Yes,
That
you can.
annoys
I
me.
don't know how to fucking do it.
It
Dude,
very much annoys me.
I've literally seen like tutorials on YouTube that tell me how to do it, and I
Yeah.
haven't clicked on it.
But is it like an in-game way to do it, or is it like, all
Yes,
right, here's the
it's
glitch?
in game,
Okay.
in game, not a glitch like the duped glitch.
Because if it's something you have to unlock, that's kind of stupid. Because I'd rather have that off the bat, so I don't have to waste a lot of weapons.
That's the other thing.
Because sometimes I'll put something on that's more fitting for a spear, or
spear,
a spear than an
gotcha.
actual like sword or whatever. I'll be
Yeah.
like, oh fuck, I should have used that for something else.
Another thing is shit. No, I'm distracted. Give me 1 second, guys. You keep talking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing that kind of infuriates me is the inability to fucking unfuse things, because, or at least immediate or explained clearly. Like, I shouldn't have to talk to a fucking villager to figure this out. Like, once you once you introduce the fuse element, it should be apparent. I like the moving thing. I mean, it's pretty much kind of like what it was in Breath of the Wild, where you could pick up an object. And this one, I believe this one is the only one where you can rotate the object, or maybe I'm wrong about that, because I don't remember rotating shit in Breath of the Wild. But again, I could be completely wrong. And then there's I've only unlocked the first three, and then there's where you've seen in the trailers, go up on ledges. So if you're right below a ledge, you can press a button, and then it like teleports you up on that bridge and stuff. I've seen a couple of funny clips online where it's like um, you fuse on top of a bridge, and then the enemy is like staring right down at you. But yeah, I would say the exploration is what drives this game. The combat, I have to agree with Peter, even though I hate doing that, because he's wrong on a lot of fucking things. But on this one fucking thing, he's actually kind of correct. Um, because I tried to evade a enemy fort, and like I had decent weapons, but I got my ass handed to me, and I basically had to like run back in, go back out, and let the invaders go away, and like pick them off one by one, which I found really fucking annoying. That could just be a skill issue. Who the fuck knows? But I do like how you have plentiful objects. Like there's this thing called a fire fruit, I believe, and you can infuse that with a bow and arrow and create fire. Like I like that aspect a lot, and it's very easy with the arrow buttons on the Switch to do that. Like you just hold up and scroll to whichever one you're choosing, and it pauses time. That's another thing. We gotta do that for most games. Like if you're selecting another weapon and an attachment to weapon, you must like it should be you have to pause the game, because that shit is annoying when games are just like, nope, the enemies are still coming. Fuck you, I guess. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to do? I didn't think this was Dark Souls. Um, but yeah, overall, I think Tears of the Kingdom is going to be proved to be one of the best Zelda games, and the naysayers, they're just fucking PC Master Race like haters, or I don't even know if they're PC Master Race, but they're just like, the graphics suck. They're so stupid. It's like, no, motherfucker, you're stupid. This game is fun as shit. I'm kind of running out of things to say, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see. Hopefully, I don't fuck this up. He left me unsupervised. Uh, Hold on. Oh fuck! Don't do that. Oh, here we go. I don't know if you guys can hear this. Let me know. But this is the Eco Raptors, the bomb bowling we were referring to. He did a Ocarina of Time. It was called like Sequelitis, where he compared Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time, which are both like really well acclaimed um, Zelda games. And then he briefly like just roasts the shit out of Skyward Sword, and this is one of these sections. Skyward Sword added like a throw arc, but it also added bomb bowling. Bomb bowling. Skyward Sword has bomb bowling. bullying. uh, I honestly Egoraptor's humor, like when I was in high school, I really liked him, but I don't where the fuck was he? Right here. Um, but I mean his recent like the Game Grumps stuff. I don't know. I feel like it's just not my sense of humor anymore. So I think it's a me thing. You know, if you still like Game Grumps, whatever, and Egoraptor, good for you. But like when he did that sequel itis was so fucking good. He did a Mega Man one too, like Mega Man and Mega Man X. Um, I think he did a Castlevania one too. But the Ocarina of Time one was really fucking good because it was during that internet era where like a lot of people like, you know, what? I'll get into this once we get into the tier list because I want to have my Ocarina of Time opinions later on because I don't know if I'm gonna get flack for that. But I don't even think it's a hot take anymore. Honestly, I think most people understand, but there's this like a couple Zelda fans that are just like, "You, how dare you criticize Ocarina of Time? It's one of the best games of all time." That's like, well, there's some nook and crannies in there. Um, but yeah, Jesus, he's taking a while. I'm running out of fucking things to say. I fucking suck at this shit. I need to see. This is my problem. I need someone to bounce off of. Now I'm just ranting. This is just turning into a Jack podcast, like a Bill Burr Monday morning podcast, where he just like uh just talks to himself. Um, but yeah, Zelda is a gaming franchise. Well, I do like how the Nintendo Switch Online service has most of the games. Like that's how I experienced the first Zelda on the NES. And then recently I played the black sheep of the franchise, Link's Adventure, which we'll definitely get into. And then they have fucking Link to the Past on there, and I completed it. Well, I completed it on a Game Boy emulator. Or here, let me show you guys. Actually, this is fun. This is fun. This is just Jack time, dude. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna sit in Peter's chair. Oh, that's it, baby. Oh, baby. All right. Let's see here. What the fuck? Hold on, I have it on. It's this cool little emulation device. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I know, very entertaining stream. Super entertaining. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, it's this little emulation device that is cool. Now, emulation is extremely illegal. As long as you own the games, it's okay. If you don't own the games, please don't emulate anything. This is simply just a vehicle device to emulate off of. So please do things legally. And don't steal in Minecraft. That's all I'm going to leave that at. But yeah, it's this guy right here. This is the Abernick, and basically it allows you to emulate any games if you want to. That's how I mean, I played Link to the Past before, but this one had the Game Boy version on it, and the version on Nintendo Switch Online is is the NES version. And I like the Game Boy version a lot better. Thank God, I was drowning. I didn't know what the fuck to talk about. I've been talking about gaming emulation for like 5 seconds.
Alright, that's my bad.
Well, this is the Abernick. Maybe I'll come and show it to you guys later. Yeah. I was just giving a little review on how to not emulate because emulating is illegal as long as you own the games.
Dude, emulate if you want. I don't give a shit.
Stop! No, we could get in legal trouble. Don't fucking emulate. Only emulate in Minecraft. That's all you can do is emulate in Minecraft.
Sorry about that.
You had to take Blue Chew.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
No.
It helps you get a bone.
Got it. I was saying with
I also showed bomb bowling. I don't know if they could hear it.
They probably couldn't because these things aren't on.
Cool.
So now you look silly.
Yeah. Bomb bowl.
I was saying before. Sorry. Combat isn't fun for me, so they artificially made the damage higher and the health higher and the levels harder. Levels I don't mind being harder because like there's now like so much shit you can do to like circumvent.
Yeah.
The
I
way
just explained to them that like the exploration is the most fun part of this game.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. And lastly, my last thing is
because the combat's not that deep at all. It's just like
it's not.
Whack them until they die and dodge at the right times and don't get overcrowded with enemies or else you'll die.
Exactly.
If you're ill-equipped.
There's variety with the combat due to the fact that there's.
I will say the autosaves are really graceful. In this game.
My god,
they're
yeah,
so nice.
There's so much autosaving.
Yeah.
But my biggest gripe with this game is the $70. Because now every Nintendo game is going to be $70.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but I mean that's just the way the gaming industry is going.
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet could have been $70. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and the next Pokemon game will be.
Yeah,
I can almost guarantee you.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
If it's as good of a quality as this game, sure.
Yeah.
But unless it's
makes up for the price because you could put as many hours into it, whereas something like Dead Space, the remake, that's a like 4-hour game that you just paid $70 for, and it's like, well, that's not fucking worth it now, is it?
Well, it's the same thing with like I know I mentioned it when we did the Resident Evil. We talked about Resident Evil for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you can theoretically beat Resident Evil 2 and 3 in like
theoretically, but like with games like
3-4 hours,
it's like very linear, where like you pretty much has to go on a set path.
Well, same thing with those games.
Yeah, I would say open world games, if they cost a lot,
are more worth the money.
Yeah.
Than like other linear traditional single player games.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, if you like the single player game that's linear,
yeah.
you'll have fun. Like, would you not say The Last of Us is worth $60? The first one, we're not going to talk about.
Well, the first one is worth it. The remake, that's $70. I would say that's not worth $70.
No. Like, would you say God of War is worth $60?
Oh, I paid 70. Yeah, Ragnarok. Yeah,
not just Ragnarok, but the first one too.
The first one, yeah, that one's worth 60.
Yeah,
I think it's just honestly due to inflation, but I think Nintendo's going to learn the wrong message. And if inflation ever goes down, they're just going to be like, well, we're just going to keep it at 70 because our games are high quality.
Because they don't.
Because we already know that Nintendo, whenever their games are on sale, it's like there's a 20% discount on a $60 game, so it's still $40 you're fucking paying for.
I'd rather pay $40 though.
Right, same, but like this is what I mean. This is what they do to you. They're like, you know, other gaming companies like Capcom and stuff will be like, oh, you could get Resident Evil 3 remake for $10. You know, it's been out for a while. You can cut down on the price. Whereas Nintendo's just like $40. And you're like, yes, master, give me.
I have been trying to play Fire Emblem 3 Houses since it came out.
I'm not willing to pay.
It has never been on sale.
Yeah.
So I'm never buying it.
Yeah.
So I'm never buying the game.
Meanwhile, because Ubisoft crossed over with Mario, like Raining Rabbids is always fucking on sale. The Mario Rabbids.
Yeah, because Ubisoft
always on fucking sale.
Yeah, Nintendo has a really bad track record of.
Because I think what's the model? Prices. It's like, well, our game's quality never changed, so why would we change the price? And it's like,
I think that's their
fucking.
I think
assholes.
that's their.
They're such dicks.
They're
and don't even get me started on the copywriting stuff for streamers and stuff like that. Like that.
Yeah, that's why we're avoiding the fucking video.
Even though Miyamoto said, well, no, Miyamoto said we couldn't. So
yeah,
but I think we've talked to death about this game. Our first impressions, I think
it's great.
They're great.
You're gonna love it. But if you didn't like Breath of the Wild, you probably won't like this.
Yeah. And that's not a problem too. If you're just not into those type of games, then is what.
I'll say this: if you've never played Breath of the Wild, but you've played Elden Ring, check this game out.
Yes. Yeah. If you like Elden Ring, you'll like this.
So why don't we just jump right into the tier list? The tiers list.
Stop. The official. What did you say?
A tiers list. Fuck, we fuck it up every time.
Why did you do every
time? We do this every time.
God. Hold on. Let me steer.
You do this every time.
You do this every time. Wait, fuck. What the fuck did I do? God damn it! Wait,
Why did you go back?
because your fucking gay little mouse did
Yeah.
that. Fucking asshole.
While he fixes that, maybe I'll do some talking.
Yeah. Why don't you do some talking?
So we're gonna do a tier list of all the Zelda games.
Fucking bullshit. Sorry.
My first Zelda game was A Link Between Worlds. I very much liked A Link Between Worlds. It was enjoyable.
What was your first Zelda? Like
That was
Between Worlds?
A Link Between Worlds, the
Really?
3DS game.
Wait, when did that come out?
That came out 2015, 2016.
Okay.
If you want to pull up your list to see where all the games belong.
Gee, thanks.
Just go to history.
I'm not gonna see some weird My Little Pony shit, am I?
You might.
Where the fuck is it?
I looked up red flag fire warnings because I got that on my thing today. Just go to history.
I thought it was gonna be in recent fucking tabs.
No, because we had like a bunch of tabs open.
Well, you had a bunch of fucking tabs open.
You're gonna have to keep going. Keep going.
Oh, right here.
All right. So yeah, A Link Between Worlds was my first game. It came out in 2013. Holy shit.
Oh wow, really? Oh, okay, so that's fair then. So wait, you had a 3DS?
Yeah, I've had
during that year? Oh, okay.
I had a 3DS for a long
I thought
time.
the 3DS was out like way past 2013. I thought it came out like 2016 for some reason.
No.
Oh, okay, all right. That's like the last handheld, right? I mean, obviously, a Switch is kind of a
the new 3DS, yeah.
Yeah.
Nintendo's new 3DS. Remember what I told you? What I teach you, so you don't have to keep going back and forth?
Don't fucking talk to me like I'm a child.
So that was my first Zelda game.
Shut the fuck up.
I played Skyward Sword on my cousin's Wii. And then I played a little bit of Twilight Princess. I played a little bit of Wind Waker. Sorry. And then thanks to the Nintendo Virtual Console on the 3DS, I played it on the 3DS as well, the original Zeldas.
It's not funny.
Zelda 1 and 2. I tried getting into A Link to the Past, and I tried it on my phone with an emulator.
Whoa.
It was all right.
Wait, A Link to the Past?
Yeah.
You think A Link to the Past is all right?
Yeah, I know. The best Zelda game, I think, is all right. One of the best Zelda games, I think, is all right.
This is going to be a fucking heated tier list already. I'm going to fucking rip your fucking spine out.
And then in 2017, I bought Breath of the Wild. And it was good. And I loved that game. So much so that I put about 300 hours into it. So, yeah, there's that. I don't know. Zelda has always been kind of
Is Zelda your thing? Like, just be honest. Is it your thing, or are you like? Are you a bigger Resident Evil fan than a Zelda fan?
I'm more of a Resident Evil fan.
Okay, all right. So now I see where you're at.
If I really had to put like the two games head to head, I would much rather play like Resident Evil 4 than like.
I mean, they're very separate games, and it depends.
Oh yeah, I played Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask 2 on the 3DS. Those were good remakes.
One of them is.
They're both good.
One of them is.
Do you not like? You're gonna say Ocarina of Time is not good because of
no.
You think Majora's Mask is worse?
Oh, the remake 10,000%.
The remake is way better.
Way worse.
Is way better than the Ocarina of Time remake.
No, the Ocarina of Time remake is way better. Anyway, but we're gonna get into it. All right, it's all ready. Now that don't fuck it up this time.
So let's get into it. Here is our tier list. We have.
I thought we were gonna agree. I didn't expect a battle.
We'll probably agree on most things.
Well, first things first. Let's talk about the GOAT. Yeah.
We just gotta put the right games in the right categories real quick.
Yeah.
All right,
there we
folks,
go. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching the stream. We'll see you guys next time. No, let's get those.
I mean, we've talked about Breath of the Wild to an exaggerated extent, so I just throw it up on there. And it's the best Zelda game. It's the best Zelda game.
We used to compete about that because I said Ocarina of Time was better, but I think that was
Public
mainly
opinion. Yeah.
that's mainly because Ocarina of Time literally set up the stages for most open world games.
Yeah, I mean, like before Ocarina of Time, shit just looked like on a 2D platform type of thing, and that was pretty much it. And then Ocarina, mainline I'm talking about, Ocarina showed up, and everyone was like, "What the fuck is this? Holy shit, this is gonna there's story. What the fuck?
Why is it 3D? What the fuck is this?
Oh!
Like it pioneered a lot of things. I think that's why I put Ocarina of Time ahead of Breath of the Wild.
Because everyone does.
But then when you think about it, Breath of the Wild then did the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah.
For modern games. Like literally every
with quadruple 10-tuple the size of the fucking Ocarina map.
Well, yeah. I mean, everything is bigger than the Ocarina of Time map.
Even like fucking cock.
Even like GTA 5. Like literally Breath of the Wild is on the same level as GTA 5 in terms of open
I hope
world.
GTA 6 is just GTA 5 but with one extra mission.
That'd be so fucking hilarious.
Apparently they're spending like $1 billion on
because they're trying to I hope they make it as big as possible. Because like when you really think about Los Santos isn't that huge.
No.
Like it was huge for the time.
Yeah.
But then you've got Breath of the Wild, which like blows it up. You got Elden Ring, which blows it up.
Yeah.
Fuck, you got Final Fantasy 15.
They've just taken way too long to make this fucking game, and now I feel like they're gonna be behind the time a little bit.
No, it's gonna be worth it. You say that it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah.
Like Red Dead and GTA never really.
Freshman year, I think GTA 5 came out.
GTA 5 came out in 2013.
Only been re-releasing it, and then they did that shitty
remaster of 3, right?
Yeah, which
of all the 3
I
games?
think there's just like all the mobile games just repackaged as
no. It's GTA 3 and then San Andreas.
No, in the remake collection.
Yeah, the remake collection is all of GTA 3. GTA 3 remake.
No, I'm talking about where it has 3 games in it.
The definitive edition.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. There's a game bundle. It's like a collection. Look up GTA collection, remaster collection.
Remastered.
The
trilogy.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And it's basically rips of like the mobile games. Like Grand Theft Auto on mobile. And they ripped it.
It's GTA 3.
Yeah.
GTA Vice City and San Andreas. Those are all the 3s. These all came out around the same time.
Oh. Okay.
These aren't mobile games. These are the games.
No, I'm talking, motherfucker.
You're saying they took
mobile ports.
You're saying they took the mobile port of the game
and then turned it into a console version.
Did they put it on mobile?
Yes,
games?
they put all 3 of them on mobile.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's
well,
crazy.
that was fun.
Here's what we're talking about. Like, I'm
not even that big of a Grand Theft Auto fan. I just like 5. That's it.
But I think Breath of the Wild does a better job. If we're gonna talk about legacy, Breath of the Wild is a better legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And will have a better legacy than
the most. I mean, this one will probably sell the most, but I think it currently still is the highest grossing Zelda game.
It is 100%.
Wait, Tears of the Kingdom will probably.
I mean, we can look it up. Highest grossing Zelda games. Let's look it up. Highest grossing Zelda games.
There we go, baby. Breath of the Wild.
So we've got Breath of the Wild and Twilight Princess, and it comes nowhere near close.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even close.
Yeah. People really hopped on this Breath of the Wild thing.
Well, so what I was trying to... What also... The other thing with Breath of the Wild is that it had to sell a console.
Yeah.
Like, I made a video a while ago on the old Yukon channel that I was a part of, where I talked about Zelda and its trailer. Like, the game needed to market not only itself, but the Switch. Like, this price is literally 1-to-1 with how many Switches were bought.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
because if you're buying Switch, you're buying Breath of the Wild.
You have to. Yeah. You have to. Because
it's like Xbox and Halo.
You said Wii U, But no fucking dipshit bought this game for the
Maybe
Wii U.
so, but
You'd be like somebody who like was like my parents who bought their kids the
Yeah.
Wii U version.
Yeah, that's
Like
exactly
my
it.
fucking parents, I love them to death,
Mhm.
but they bought me fucking The Force Unleashed 2 on the Wii. Like, get the fuck out of here. Your parents hated you if you got Breath of the Wild on the Wii. Like straight up.
All right, let's get into the tier list. We're getting sidetracked.
Sorry.
We
So
keep it.
yeah, Breath of the Wild is,
Yeah,
is number one.
we talked about it to death already.
We're not going to include Tears of the Kingdom because A, we haven't beaten it.
Literally just came out.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like it's fairly obvious how it's going to go, but
Mhm.
but we're not gonna rehash too much.
Yeah. So next up is the CDI games, which is not a Nintendo licensed game. They gave it to another company, and it's really bad. You've probably seen the meme footage of it. If well, excuse me, princess.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, that shit is so
it's
funny.
so fucking bad, and the gameplay, from the look of it, is bad. Now, I have never played these games. Have you played these games?
I've only watched stuff.
Yeah, but from watching it, and I trust the reviewers that do, I've never seen a person give a glowing recommendation to this fucking game. So we're just gonna get it out of the way right now. It's probably the top of garbage. So it's good. Go ahead, defend. Go ahead if you want to.
Yeah,
If you want to be the person that dies on the hill and said no, the Link CDI games are a masterpiece.
you're a fucking idiot for not knowing.
4-hour video essay. Underrated Zelda game masterpiece.
You say that like it's like never,
because people are saying The Amazing Spider-Man is a good movie. It's not. Anyways, all right, let's. I hate how this culture like Spider-Man 3 wasn't as bad. Yes, it was. The prequels weren't as bad. Yes, they were.
outside of many things that I agree with Hassan Piker.
Yeah.
The number one thing I agree with is that people should not voice their opinions.
Absolutely. I mean, we shouldn't even be making
You
this stream.
can have an opinion. See, here's the difference. Our opinion on all of the Zelda games is
official.
And is official, licensed by Nintendo.
Yes.
And like I was talking about Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, like we are saying things that are personal to us, but it's agreed upon by a lot of people.
Mhm.
No one's agreeing with you when you say the CDI games are good. Like, it's just a fact. Nobody's agreeing with you.
It's just objectively
you are
true.
lying to yourself when you say that the CDI games were good.
Because I hate it because they'll take like, oh, there's in this bad movie, there's one really good scene. So like automatically it's better than people give it credit for. I'm like, that's one scene out of a shitty fucking movie. Dipshit. Or game. Or whatever source of media. But anyways.
People really are dumb.
So now we have the first one to start it off. The Legend of the Zelders on
I say put it in good.
I would put it in okay.
I would put it in good.
I think
because it encapsulates
it's the first one.
It's not even just that. It encapsulates what Shigeru Miyamoto and Eiji Aonuma wanted in Zelda, which was running around in your backyard, in your forest. Because they've said like on multiple occasions, especially Shigeru Miyamoto, that he wanted this game to be how he felt when he was a kid, going in his backyard and like exploring caves and like the little river that was behind his house and like his little forest behind his house. Apparently, he lived in the fucking woods. And it accomplishes that, and it's also very similar to Breath of the Wild in terms of here's the fucking world, go. Like it literally is like in terms of the loop of the game, the way the game is set up. You go to 8 different locations. Whereas in Breath of the Wild, it's 4. You go to 8 different locations and you fight things.
Yeah, good point.
No, it's good. But the thing is, like,
but that's what Breath of the Wild does. Is it takes that format and then expands.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes it way better. So
exactly,
the legacy of this game boosts this one up a lot higher,
even more, because it literally takes the idea that Shigeru Miyamoto and Eiji Aonuma had when the game first came out, and blew it up even more. I will say though, like it you can get lost in it very easily, and it is like outside of
there's basically no direction
outside of the next one, The Adventures of Link. This is the hardest This is the hardest Zelda
Have
game.
you played it?
Adventures of Link?
Yeah.
Yes, I did as a kid. Never gotten past the first level.
I think it's really bad.
You think it's bad? Yeah,
I
because
think it's terrible.
it tried to capture. I would put it in.
It like took everything that a Zelda game is supposed to be and did it in the opposite direction. And while for other franchises and stuff that's good, and it can work, it definitely can. I mean, look at Ocarina of Time. It like went against the 2D Zelda, you know, structure.
Yeah.
But this one was just like it came out a year after, I believe, and it just like you could feel how rushed it was and how like there was no passion or thought really put into it.
And it was like trying to capture.
So are you all right with?
I don't mind it being there.
Okay.
I mean, it should go like here, because like
You think it's worse than a CD out?
no, this will be the bottom.
Oh,
Like,
I see. Okay.
So, I think what it failed at was trying to capture because at the time when this game came out,
Mhm.
the biggest games were Castlevania games.
Yeah.
Like Metroidvanias.
Mhm.
So they made it to look like that.
Mhm.
And while at the time it might have been fun, like when you think about it as a whole, it really deviates from that. Like, because remember, like I said, the idea of Zelda was to be an adventure game, to be like
To get lost in a
to
world.
get lost.
Yeah.
Where this was very much like follow this path, do this thing,
Mhm.
and that's what A Link to the Past does in spades and boost what it, just like you said with Breath of the Wild, is boosted by the idea
Right.
of the original
Mhm.
concept for Zelda.
Yeah.
Which is why I think Link to the Past should go here.
Okay, I'll agree because I think if we do Game of Legend, we both have to agree. Because I would put it in Game of Living. All right, let me ask you this: do you like? And it's fine if you disagree with this. Do you like Link to the Past more or Link Between Worlds?
Link Between Worlds.
Okay, because that's fair because they're basically structural wise
They're
same
literally
fucking
the same fucking game.
But I mean, timeline lines. Link Between Worlds is further. Whatever. We're not gonna get into the timeline. That'll be a separate thing. But Link Between Worlds is just Link to the Past with added features. Now I'm gonna let you put Link Between Worlds wherever, as long as it's not Game of Legend.
I wasn't gonna put it there.
Right. Wherever you want, because I only literally played 20 minutes of it. I discussed this with you before stream. I played any Zelda game that I didn't really get my hands on for like 20 minutes, so I could get a feel for it or something like that.
Yeah.
Because then fucking Tears of Kingdom came out, and I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking do a whole retrospective on that shit. But I think Link to the Past also critical, set the foundation for everything Zelda.
Literally all the games that copy it after, which is
every 2D Zelda
is the
Link
exact
to the
same
Past
game.
is the best, and they try to expand it a little bit more.
Yeah. Which is why, like, if we were to go with the next game, A Link's Awakening, I would put that at the top of good.
Yes, I agree.
Because
I've only played the remastered. You?
I've played a little bit of the original.
Okay.
I
don't like the Game Boy Color graphics.
No,
I know. Like, I just can't do it. You know. Fuck you. Yeah.
I also think it's really cool that this is set in a different land outside of Hyrule.
And the whole thing just takes place in a whale stream. It's not canonically like relevant at all.
It's funny like that none of it happens, you know. But it also makes it a more enjoyable experience because it's different. It's not going back to Hyrule over and over again.
If you don't like fetch quests, you're not gonna like this game. If you don't mind fetch quests, then that's okay.
Yeah, that's kind of why I didn't like we'll get into it when we talk about it, but Ages and Seasons, like those are my least favorite Zelda games.
Yeah, no. Same.
So this one we used to have a big conversation about.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna do both of them if that's okay with you.
I think one of them.
I'm gonna put them in the places we'll talk after.
All right.
What do you think?
All right. What do you think? I am glad that you put 3D because the 3D one is better, just by default.
The 3D one is extremely better.
It does a lot of life improvements on it.
Quality of life improvements.
Visually, it's
obviously better.
And you can actually look at the notes of the ocarina while doing it. That's the number one thing I hate. It's like, all right, remember the Song of Time. Whereas like the 3D one, it has the bottom screen display the song, so you could just fucking do that instead of like being like, oh, what the fuck was it again?
I think you can get rid of that though.
What?
Like you can get rid of
3DS?
that. Yeah.
Well, you can get rid of it. I wouldn't because I want to know how to play the
You don't know how to.
songs.
You don't know how to play music.
Fuck you.
Ocarina of Time 3D is one of the better remakes.
Mhm.
It's a lot of fun. I think the only issue that it kept from Ocarina of Time was the
I don't think I agree.
the camera. I wasn't a big fan of the camera.
Mhm.
Made me feel very claustrophobic.
Yes.
Made me really sick.
And it's a lot of just Z target, dodge, attack. In many ways, it's pretty much the Breath of the Wild fight sequences, but instead
Breath of the
you have a
Wild,
lot
the
more
camera-
variety and stuff like that.
The camera and
You
Breath
can
of the
shoot
Wild.
arrows. You get where pretty much with Link, it's your sword and your shield, and sometimes a bomb every once in a while.
The Breath of the Wild camera is also like way better.
Yes,
I do not feel gross, except when I play the game on the handheld. I can't play Zelda.
Yeah,
I can't
especially
play
with the
Breath of
jump
the Wild
button and the sprint button so close together.
Dude,
It's the
I'm
worst.
thinking about it makes my head fucking spin.
Yeah.
So, but what do you think? I
don't think for the 3D one, best of all time. I think it's definitely ahead of. I'm all right with the Ocarina placing. I think the original Ocarina now, by today's standard, is just a good game because yes, like what we said with the original Legend of Zelda, it set a lot of precedent, but now games past that have become better, and Zelda games past that have become way fucking better. So I would personally put it in good.
So what's real quick before we move on?
I'm not going to be absolutely like, it's just okay. Like, no, it's still a competent game and it's still fun to play. Well, certain sections. The water temple.
The water temple will always be.
But the 3D version is way better because you can map the Iron Boots button. On there, and it's like
that goes alongside what you're saying, quality of life.
Yeah.
The Master Quest, you wanted to put that on here. I don't know anything.
I didn't put it on there. It was just part of the list. It's basically just Dungeons Backwards. We haven't played it, so automatically it has to be really bad and garbage.
Agreed. I think we're gonna disagree on this one.
We're gonna heavily disagree on this. Wait,
you go ahead.
Can we change the placing or no?
What
of this guy?
What do you mean?
Like, me?
You want to put it in great?
Yeah. Because I feel like we should both agree for this one.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Like, I want to put in good, but I'll go for great.
This one I know we're gonna have a problem with.
I'm
gonna say this, not because of Majora's Mask the original, but because of the 2 remakes.
Yes. Yeah.
So go ahead. I want you, just like I did with Ocarina.
First,
you go ahead and
let me say my first Zelda game was Ocarina of Time. It was because the Brawl. I don't know if you remember this. In Super Mario Smash Brawl, you could play demos for games.
Yeah.
And all I played was the Ocarina one in 5 minutes to see how far I could get. And then I was like, fuck. And then finally I was like, Mom, could I get some Wii bucks? And she's like, sure.
Can I get some Wii dollars, please?
And then I remember I bought 3 games. I bought Mega Man X, which was really hard. And I was like, I don't want to play this anymore. Ocarina, which I loved. And then I played Super Mario RPG, which is really fun. And then eventually I bought the original Majora's Mask on the Wii. Okay. After I played Ocarina, I played Majora's Mask. That was the next Zelda game I played. And I instantly loved this one way more. You know when we said like Adventures of Link is a Zelda done very differently, right? But in exactly the wrong way. Majora's Mask is everything right. Doesn't even have Zelda in it, and it's more gloomy and atmospheric type of game. Honestly, the main quest isn't even that hard, but you fall in love with this little town and stuff, and you want to help the townspeople out. That's what's so great about it. The only two significant issues that I have with the remake is one, the visuals are the exact same as Ocarina, with a couple, things changed, obviously. It does not match with the tone of Majora's Mask at all. It's not scary. It's just bright and colorful. It completely ruins the atmosphere of the game. It really does a disservice. And it makes things a lot easier. Like, they really fucking made this game as easy as possible. Whereas, like, the original one, you actually had to put some elbow grease into there.
It may be a skill issue for me, but I never thought Majora's Mask 3D was easy.
Yeah, no, that is a skill issue.
Like I did not think it was.
Did
easy.
you collect all the masks?
Yeah. Well, not like all the masks. No, I just did the main story and called it a
Yeah,
day.
well, that's. Did you do the deity mask?
No.
Oh, well then, yeah, that's your own default.
That's not a skill issue. Do you have to do that in Majora's Mask?
If you want to have an easier time, yeah.
Exactly. If I want to have an easier time, so
well, it's like
issue
with you
for
and Breath of the Wild or Tears of, you're like, I'm gonna collect the Master Sword right away. Like that's your choice to do, just like it's my choice.
Yeah,
to get
but
all the masks.
I'm gonna be honest. As much as I did like
Mhm.
3D games, like once again, they gave me such massive fucking headaches. I never liked them.
Like actual 3D or like 3DS and like
The 3DS device, the 3DS game.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Don't turn the 3DS.
No, not the 3D, not the 3D part.
Right.
Just in general,
Mhm.
Ocarina and Majora's Mask, both of these games gave me massive fucking headaches. Like I couldn't play them for more than an hour, or else
I mean, that's fair.
like have a headache.
I used
Where would you put them though? I want to see where you put them.
I think Majora's Mask is
That's
right
fine.
there, and this one I would put okay.
You're fucking hard, dude.
It just
I
the
will
visuals
give you good.
just
I
take
will
me.
give you good.
The visuals take me the you fine. You can put on.
I will give
I don't
you
give a shit.
good, but I will
Because I don't
not
give a shit
give
about those
you
other.
okay.
But like, the visuals just fucking ruin it. You ruined the atmosphere, and what made that game special was a dark and moody Zelda. Now that could also be the graphical difference because like older graphics tend to look a little
Like
creepier.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But like you could have leaned into the darkness of it. Like look at the difference between the color scheme. Even look at the dark, mysterious. Oh, it's such a look. Even the moon is like a bright white. Like oh, everything's gonna be okay. Oh, like fuck off.
All right, ages and seasons.
They're fine.
That's fine. All right.
Ages, or if I believe this right, Ages is more puzzle based and Seasons is more action based. I think these two would do it would be a real service if they had the Link's Awakening remake.
Yeah,
because that'll be more visually appealing. Because the reason why I can't really play these games is because it just looks ugly as fucking shit.
Well,
and I don't want to play
this. This is theoretically this takes place after Link's Awakening.
Yes, it does.
Like, isn't it A Link to the Past?
Yeah.
And then is the sequel is A Link's Awakening.
Yep.
It's all the same Link.
Yep.
Which is cool.
Even though that one you did win.
Yeah. I just thought they were boring.
They are boring.
They're not.
They're incredibly boring.
Like
that's why I think the visual remake, and then like if they add more to it and stuff like that, like they did with the Link's Awakening remake, I think that would definitely be a better benefit.
All right. The next big hitter, Wind Waker.
I haven't played a lot of this game because I didn't have a GameCube. I played some of it, but I never completed it. You?
I've played both, but
okay.
Maybe like a total of 10 hours between both games.
Okay, which is a decent amount. Probably, yeah, more than me for sure. I like the ship mechanic. I thought it was cool. Exploring the open seas, and stuff like that. And visually, it still looks great. Even the GameCube version still looks great because of the cell shading, and that's how games become timeless. You know?
Yeah, dude. Like straight up, the Wind Waker.
Low-key kind of looks better than Breath of the Wild.
It is better, like it literally is. Like that's not even like a. I will never argue that.
Yeah,
it does look better. I would see. Here's the thing, though. My biggest gripe is that with Breath of the Wild, like we're always going to come back to Breath of the Wild because it is the definitive Zelda game.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think we're going to put any other game in Legend.
Yeah, probably.
Wind Waker is the opposite of vastness, of the intrigue of vastness.
Okay.
There is so much openness in the game,
but it's mostly water.
It is mostly water.
Yeah.
Like this is what IGN should have said. Too much water.
It really makes you feel like Link.
This is what IGN should have said when they critiqued Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Oh, okay.
Because that's where the too much water meme comes from, is Pokemon, not Wind Waker. When Wind Waker is literally too much water.
It is too much water.
Whereas like here in Breath of the Wild, like you can go around, but there is at least something to do.
Yeah.
Um, so honestly, I would put the remake as
Whoa.
the best great. I think it is better than A Link to
Link
the
to the Past.
Past.
All right. I mean,
The story is a lot more fun.
yeah.
Once again, I love the change to Hyrule.
Mhm.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's very different.
I like the Game Grumps walkthrough.
That's great. And I think the original Wind Waker just kind of goes maybe top of good. No,
Okay.
I'll keep it top of great. It's
All right.
or bottom of great.
Mm.
It's a great game.
Are you saying that because you're afraid of Zelda fans, or are you saying that legitimately? Don't be afraid of them. They're fine.
The thing is though, like I don't
Don't be
think it's
afraid.
just good. I do think
Listen,
it's
I would
great
put Ocarina of Time as
because
good.
this game is not great without this game.
Well, yeah, obviously, yeah.
Like,
Well, it benefits from the Wii U too because you can look at your map on there and stuff like that. But
yeah.
again, all these remasters of Zelda games are just quality of life
Mhm.
remasters with visual updates. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe some added DLC.
Except for fucking A Link's Awakening, bro. That shit goes nutty in the paint
It does.
with the remake.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Four
love.
Swords. Did you ever
I
play it?
played a little bit of it, but
Did you ever play it? Yeah, you've never
I
played it
think
with four
it's
people,
fine
right?
because I don't have friends. So, but it's more
I would put
entertaining
both
than
of them in.
Ages. Yeah, yeah.
I would put both of them in okay. Have you? Like
No, I've never played that one.
they're literally like the
Okay,
same
fine.
games.
Minish Cap, baby, put that shit in great.
Great.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you think so? Or-
I've never played Minish Cap.
Uh,
I'm gonna move this down here
I
actually.
would put it above Ocarina, but I know that's a hot take. Majora's Mask people are like, okay, like, fine, I get it, but like, put a Game Boy Advance game of Ocarina, I feel like there might be rights, but fuck that,
Dude, I will give you the original, but not the 3D.
Okay, all right, fair enough, fair enough.
Um,
I'm just gonna assume anytime you counterpoint me, like with like the past, I'm like, all right, these are this is Peter's favorite, this is my favorite. So in my head, this is on top.
I will say Wind Waker isn't my favorite. A
Well,
Link Between Worlds is my favorite Zelda game outside of Breath of the Wild.
we'll get to there.
Yeah, I know. We'll get there.
Can you just calm down?
All right.
Can
Twilight.
you actually calm down though? You've been very fucking.
What makes the Minish Cap good? Well, are great.
The Minish Cap is good because it's got that. Number one, it's surprising because it's not even developed by Nintendo. It's developed by fucking Capcom, and it's fantastic.
Mhm.
It like the overworld is really interesting. The humor I love, the world I love, especially like when you shrink down and go into like the little Minish camps and stuff like that. Like that's a lot of fun. And it's just it's a great example of a handheld game. Like not just a Zelda game, but just a great handheld game
Mhm.
because you could do it in small spurts and it's just entertaining. You're never lost or like if you drop it for a long time, you can just pick it right back up. Um and it's a smaller version of Breath in the Wild. You just have this world you can explore that's like uh 3 by 9 grid. No wait, 9 by 3. It's got 9 squares in total. So
A
three,
three
three,
by
three, three,
three.
3 by 3. And it's just fun to fucking explore.
Got
I
it.
had to. I'm really bad at math.
I can tell that one. We've done
Yeah,
three by
yeah,
threes
yeah.
before.
And yeah, that's true. We should do those again. Um, but yeah, no, it's just a very enjoyable game, and fucking Majora's Mask remake. Me and my homies hate it. Now it's just like with Link's Awakening, I like dropped it a lot more and picked it back up. Where Minish Cap, I just pretty much did a full playthrough, and it's a lot of fun. It's just because it's certain areas where you're like, oh, I wouldn't think to go there, and then you're like, wait, if I shrink there, then there's this whole new area that I can open up. It's like two maps stacked up against each other, kind of like with Tears of Kingdom, where you have the sky map and then you have the your ground map.
Mhm.
Whereas like in this one, you have your grown size and then your shrink size world. It's really entertaining. I love it. 10 out of 10.
Mm,
Not 10, like 8 out of 10.
okay.
But
All right.
Twilight Princess.
So here's the problem with these
Uh-oh.
Zelda games.
Yeah.
Just in general, real quick.
Hmm.
I feel like there's so very few okay Zelda games.
There are. Yeah. It's just pretty much the shitty handhelds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's just because we're not a big fan of handheld games.
Like, I know where these motherfuckers are going. These motherfuckers.
There's only one bad Zelda game that isn't handheld, personally. But we'll talk about it.
Whoa.
Twilight Princess. How much have you played Twilight Princess?
I played the entire Wii version.
So then I will let you take the reins on this one. I'm not too savvy with Twilight Princess.
I don't want to. I don't want to piss them off. I don't want to make them mad.
That's too bad, bitch.
I haven't played Wind Waker, so I have no idea. But
That's
I'm
fine.
Just gonna assume.
Just keep it there.
I've only played the Wii version, right? It's a lot of open field. It's a lot of. Okay, the side characters are good. They're legitimately some of the greatest, and like Midna is really entertaining, and she's a great companion. The Link Wolf sections suck ass. I don't like them at all. The puzzles are decent, and it's cool to face, which has pretty much been confirmed by Nintendo. Majora's Mask Link, which is like the boned warrior that you fight.
Yeah,
It's
isn't that
pretty
in
much
the
him.
fucking encyclopedia?
Yeah, it is. So it's confirmed.
That's him.
Yeah. So that's a lot of fun. There's a lot of story beats that are a lot of fun. However, what I don't like is the art direction. Now, I know I just went about how I love gray and miserable Zelda with Majora's Mask, but this one, like the art direction, if you very much are a Lord of the Rings guy, it's very much just like, what if Zelda was Lord of the Rings? And it's just like, well, that's not very creative of an art direction, and the game's just genuinely ugly to look at. I don't like it at all. Maybe the remaster changes that. I haven't played it, so I have no idea whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just good for me. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's terrible, but it's below these games up here. Honestly, I would put it higher than Ocarina, but I'm not gonna do that.
It's the same map.
Well, yeah. I mean, basically, it's a sequel to Ocarina. It's a sequel to where Ocarina cuts off. It's a sequel to Majora's Mask in that timeline.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, Four Swords is the last one of this timeline, which I'm like, what the fuck? But okay.
I hate Nintendo.
Yeah, same. And I'm gonna assume this one's probably better.
I'm gonna assume this one's fucking garbage since we've never played it.
Yeah, true. Actually, yeah, that was our rule. If we never played it, it's automatically garbage.
Garbage game if we've never played it.
All right, now we're talking about the GOAT here, baby. Link's crossbow training.
I don't know if you've actually legitimately played it.
No, I haven't. You have? Oh, okay. Like, give your informed opinion. How does it expand upon the Zelda lore? Even though Nintendo in the manual literally only left that one out.
It's literally 20 minutes.
Well, is it a fun 20 minutes?
It was bundled with Skyward Sword.
Right.
I
think I lost it because it just came in a shitty sleeve.
It was Zelda FPS.
And how is Zelda FPS?
Just okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's not terrible. It's confidently made.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's 20 minutes. Like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Like, por qué? Like, for real.
¿Por qué?
So.
All right. We're gonna get.
It's stupid because it's rated T for teen.
I know.
Like, it's so
because it's
dumb.
FPS, because it's like, oh, you shoot.
Like, it's so fucking whatever. Yeah. I'm not getting into it.
You just got into it though.
It's dumb. What a stupid fucking thing. It's 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
What does that have that Breath of the Wild doesn't in like maturity?
First person.
I know. Murder. It's just so fucking.
It's really.
You want my child?
Like, you're not even shooting. You don't even like shoot people. Or
no,
like,
you just shoot targets. Don't
you? You're just shooting targets.
You don't even shoot like goblins or anything, right?
Nope.
It's so fucking stupid.
It really is.
Well, I think maybe they rated it T because for the Wii you have to point it like.
Was it Twilight Princess T?
I think later on it was T, or maybe it was always T. How was it rated? Let's see.
Yeah, Twilight Princess is rated.
Oh, okay. Well, that one makes a little bit more sense. Fuck, I would rate Majora's Mask a T. But
I wonder if Skyward Sword is.
The game's just not pleasing to look at. No, that one's E10.
Well, that's for Nintendo. That's for the Switch. I'm trying to see when it first came out.
No, it definitely was not T. 10,000% it wasn't.
Let's see.
This is the one where Link says an ethnical slur.
Yeah. I wish he did. That would have been so funny.
Yeah. What the fuck?
It's just like a really, really bad word. I don't know.
I
do not have the patience to look for it.
Well, that's fine. We can just continue on. You don't have to. Your OCD doesn't.
Rated E for
10. E10.
E10, so not rated T.
Yeah.
Okay.
Celebrated the 25th anniversary.
So Phantom Hourglass and Spirit
Never
Tracks.
played, but they're on the DS and they require you to move with a touchpad, so that's garbage for me. But
even worse than the CDI.
No.
Skyward Sword.
All right, here we go.
This is the
most controversial and divisive Zelda.
I
love it. I love it. I love it so fucking much. You motherfucker, don't you fun now. No.
Dude,
it's
literally everything. It's literally everything you hate about Ocarina of Time done poorly because of motion controls.
Okay, all right, but I never played it with. I played it at first with motion controls, and if we're just going on that, I completely agree. The Switch version with the Joy-Con, it changes the game completely. Now there is a lot of backtracking, but if you've literally played any fucking Zelda game in your fucking life, it's all about fucking backtracking. So that goes away. And plus it has bomb bowling. 10 out of 10 gameplay.
Dude,
what is your main criticisms? Because aesthetically and graphical wise, it's awesome.
It's so literally every single one of my criticisms for Ocarina of Time.
Which are?
Camera.
The camera is fixed on the Switch version. Okay, go on.
I'm not talking about the Switch. I'm talking about the original Wii.
Okay, but like, I agree with the Wii version. I wish the remastered was on here so I can rate it higher.
Yeah.
Can we just count this as a remastered? Because that's a definitive edition.
I'm just putting this to record.
Okay.
Skyward Sword, the original Wii version,
is
okay. It is.
I think it's
okay. Bad. I think it is top of okay. Because it's still competent. It's still a lot of fun to play. Mm-hmm. It's just a way worse version.
It requires you to exercise, and we don't want that shit.
Thank you. All right.
Now, if we're doing the Switch version, have you played the Switch version? Okay. The quality of life is like, it's kind of like the Ocarina one. It like completely changes the game. I would put it in great. I know that's going to piss off a lot of people. I enjoyed it more than Minish Cap. I know. But the story is one of the best in the series. The gameplay is fun. The stamina wheel does get annoying. 100%. Absolutely. But the worlds and stuff are just really interesting. And it's a little bit more linear. But I felt like they had to make it linear because it was the Wii. And like they couldn't really push it. But I just love it for lore reasons, and like Link and Zelda are actual characters. There's actually a lot of like flirtation back and forth. It's really fun. They have some great side characters as well. It's just a lot of fun, and it's just enjoyable. It's just easy. Demise is a hard fucking villain to fight. It's one of the hardest Zelda boss fights, I think.
I think in terms of lore, Skyward Sword is the best.
Yes, 10,000% is the best.
Because it was literally made to make people shut the fuck up about the timeline.
And literally right after it was made, like they came up with, here's the Hyrule
story. It came out alongside it.
Yeah, it came all. That's what I mean. It was like a companion piece. Like if you notice, there's a lot more lore dumps in that book for Skyward Sword. That's why the majority of that podcast that we did, or whatever the fuck that was just all Skyward Sword because it just is info dump. But I love that stuff. It's a hot take. I know. Some people are gonna get pissed because they're like, Twilight Princess is way better. Listen, my personal opinion is it's better than.
And the remake is hot garbage. We already said it. It's right there, as you can see.
Yes.
The remake is hot
because
garbage.
We didn't play it.
No, it just is. I don't need to fucking play it.
Okay.
You ever play Hyrule Warriors though?
Yes. If you like Dynasty Warriors and hack and slash, good for you. Yeah,
fine. I think it's okay. I liked it.
I would put it above. I would put it above okay. Four Swords is just, I have no friends, so that's why.
I played it with a friend. I played Hyrule Warriors with a friend.
No, I mean Four Swords. I've never played it with a friend. So
Oh, you'll put it above.
these just because I have no friends.
Okay.
What about you though? Like, have you played Four Swords with friends and was it
No,
fun? Okay.
I played it on an emulator.
Okay. Well, in Minecraft.
All right.
Roblox.
My favorite Legend of Zelda game.
Yeah.
Where to put
You just put it bottom. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
Where to put
Yeah,
you?
you're right. Right.
No, I actually think it goes top of good.
Wow. Oh. Wait. I thought you said you liked it more than Link to the Past.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Well, then just put it out there.
But I think it's I don't think it's. I like it more, but I know the truth. I have seen the truth.
What is the truth?
These are better. These are just better games.
Okay.
These are better games.
So
Objectively.
you're going on a personal level.
I'm not gonna. I'm keeping my personal opinions out.
So
If
then
it was
just
my
put it the fuck
personal
up.
opinion, I'd put it
Okay.
above Breath of the Wild. I
Right.
like it a lot more.
Mhm.
It's simple. It's fun. It's enjoyable. This is me personally. I would put it in Game of Legends.
Okay. You know what? I will let you put it up there.
No, I don't want to put it up here because the honest truth is, it is like you said. It is literally a Link to the Past.
I thought you were about to break down crying.
No,
It's like you said.
oh, it's perfect and yawning at the same
Not
time.
allowing me to express myself.
I can't. I gotta be
I
true to myself.
Die.
The honest truth is that it's literally like it's like a pseudo reboot.
And it
of
could.
A Link to the
I could
Past.
agree with you. I just haven't, played the entire thing.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think the
completion is when he did his list. He put Link to the Past and Link Between Worlds as a tie because he's like, literally, these are the same game, just one has more features on it. So
and that's the thing. Like, this game has more features and stuff, but it is literally like this game is literally like what a Zelda should be.
Yeah.
It belongs in the middle tier.
So then just put it in great.
No, it's you're not listening to me.
You're not listening.
It is like the most bare bones. This is Zelda. You're gonna love it if you play it. Try it. Like, that's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why it belongs there. I don't think it belongs in great because these games. I mean, I don't know much about Minish Cap for you, but these games do so much for not only Zelda, but for the video game world as a whole
and landscape. Yeah.
So, and A Link to the Between Worlds, it doesn't reach that same caliber to me. Like, it's my favorite Zelda game. It got me into Zelda. Yeah. I loved it. I completed it 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that these games are better.
Yeah.
These games are better. They're in terms of like the objective truth, they are more fun to play. Mm. They are a better time. The story is way better.
Yeah.
Like, Ganon just shows up out of nowhere in this game. Like, Ganon's not the villain.
Right.
So it's like, the fuck? Like, why are you here? Yeah. I didn't even know Ganon was a villain. I didn't even know who he was because this is my first Zelda game. Like, who the fuck is Ganon? Yeah. He shows up because every Zelda needs a Ganon. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
All right, Triforce Heroes. What are you doing?
Did you actually play this game?
Yeah. Can I put it where I want it?
You're a fucking liar. You've never played this
game. No, I played this game. It's so good.
You're such a fucking
So it's a sequel to a Link Between Worlds.
No shit. You're really good at looking at a fucking
I'm going to
picture.
go tier by tier how much better it is, okay? Doesn't have FPS, so automatically better than the Crossbone or Crossbow. Hyrule Warrior, don't just have to smash A. Sometimes you press B. Better than Link Between Worlds because sequel, and sequel is always better. Ocarina of Time, more like Ocarina Gay.
That's so true.
Doesn't have water. Okay. Has people with colored hair. So.
Oh yeah, we completely forgot to mention about A Link to the Past and the fact that he's got fucking pink hair.
Oh yeah. Well, I think
lore reason for that.
I think that's just a shading thing.
No, I know
I don't think chronologically. I don't fucking know. I have never played this game.
Me neither.
I'm gonna say because fuck the DS and for touchpad to move. That shit's stupid. Sure.
So, folks, this is a definitive Zelda.
We have an equal amount of great to garbage.
Well, yeah.
And only one of them I've we've actually played, which is this one.
Yeah.
I
I
think this is the worst
if there's
Zelda tier
any, yeah, I do too.
list.
If I think there's any game that should be moved around,
Okay, you
I
know what? I would bump down Minish Cap.
I was literally gonna say that. I was gonna say like, let's get Minish Cap out of there. Like, I think it's just your
While we're at it,
nostalgia.
let's just put this down here.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Let's just
yeah,
throw them all down
fucking
here.
garbage.
I
What?
think the only thing about this tier list that I like are these. I can
Yeah.
definitively say that these are the best Zelda games ever made.
Yeah. But there's no real bad Zelda game besides Breath of the Wild, obviously.
Besides the Twilight Princess remake. I think with Zelda, they never really miss.
No.
And I think that's a really good thing.
Yeah.
And
each one is a quality, and each either are the buy-in for a console or the buyout of the console, meaning it's either at the beginning of a console cycle or at the end, and both of them showcase what the console can do and then what the console has done.
Yeah, like it does like a little legacy thing
Yeah.
at the end of it. Like it sets up the legacy or it caps off a legacy of a console.
Mm-hmm.
I also just think like these games, regardless of where they are on the tier list, they have revolutionized like the idea of a game series. Like this is better. This is a better game series. This is what Final Fantasy has been trying to do. Final Fantasy has a lot of misses. Has a lot of misses.
Let me count them in my head. Hold on. 1, that's pretty good. 2, kind of bad. 3, 4, awesome. 5 for me. 6, really good. 7, usually good. 8, no. 8 sucks. 9, 10 is good. 11, sucks ass. 12, haven't played.
All
13,
Final Fantasy 13s.
No, I'm not counting all the. We should do a Final Fantasy tier list so you
all
really
Final
hear
Fantasy
my fucking
13s.
I know Final Fantasy 7 remake, whatever. Fine. I don't like it, but I can. I only don't like it because of the story. That's it.
Final Fantasy 15 is literally an unfinished game. Final
yeah,
Fantasy.
It's still, that one you could say is decent. That one's fine. And then the new one we'll see. So like 7 out of 15 now going on 16 games. That's not a bad.
The fucking games you like. You're like, that's not bad. This is why he doesn't know.
Well, okay, no.
He literally said half of the games are good.
Fuck no, because the first one is just kind of generic. It's not bad or good. It's just like meh. And then the second one is hard as shit. And then the third one is boring. And after that, fifth isn't even that bad. It's just unremarkable in the gaming landscape. Like I'm only counting the ones that have like really changed up the game.
Look,
which I guess 15 haven't, so that goes down to 6.
Yeah,
well, actually, remake is shitty too, so 5.
Like you don't like remake, yeah? Like shut the fuck up.
I don't like it because of story reasons.
Yeah, I know.
Gameplay is fine.
Well, that's not.
15.
But still, that's not good.
No, it's good.
Like that's.
It's like leaning closer to good than bad.
No, it's not. It's half and half, dude. It's literally half and half.
Listen,
they literally
had between the bad guys and good guys, and it's with the good guys.
Bro, I can definitively say
you haven't even played a single Final Fantasy besides remake in 15. You have no experience with the series. Fake fan. He should go fuck himself.
I just heard.
Yeah.
An experienced fan tell me that half of the games he's played are good. Do not tell me that it leans more towards good.
You know what?
When
Final Fantasy X-2 is better because of the idols. It has idols in it, dude.
You're right.
Look, it's got girls. Watch. Look. Type it in.
What do you mean?
Type in Final Fantasy X -2. It has girls in it. And you play as them. Or, that's not a dash, motherfucker. It's a slash. Go to images. Just go to images. Hopefully, let's come through maybe. All right. These all seem safe. Look, girls and their idols.
You proud of yourself for playing this garbage?
No, it is a garbage. That game fucking sucks.
Like,
just thought I would have.
At least Resident. Here's the thing: Resident Evil has a lot of fucking games, and if we're not if we're going to include also the spin-offs, there are a majority of shit than there is good.
Okay.
If we're going to include, if we're not going to include the spin-offs,
as long as you can admit that, I will admit that Final Fantasy.
I'll say this though: if we only include the mainline games, there are more hits than misses.
For Resident
Evil. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
4,
I mean, well, because you
7,
made
8
2 of them.
Remake.
Or 3 of them. Yeah, no, fuck off. That doesn't count.
No, I mean, if we don't include the remakes, there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8.
Yeah, so about even.
There are 2 games left that aren't good.
Well, that's because there's more up. Oh, no, that's not true. Actually, Final Fantasy has a shit ton of spin-offs.
That's also like Final Fantasy 13 for some godforsaken reason has 3 fucking.
I mean,
games.
The gameplay does get a little better.
Shut the fuck up! I play.
If you like the gaming system, then it's kind of good.
I regret telling my mother to buy me Final Fantasy 13.
Oh, I know. It turned me off of the franchise. That was my first Final Fantasy.
That was my first Final Fantasy.
I was like, this is the dumbest shit. I hate this.
So I saw Final Fantasy 15.
Final Fantasy 13 instilled my hate in turn-based RPGs. For the longest time, I was like, turn-based RPGs are the worst. It's so fucking stupid. I just want to move around.
So boring. This game sucks.
And then I fucking grew up and played actually good ones, and I was like, oh, that was just a really bad one. And it's all, like, you want to talk about linear, motherfucker. Like, that game is just like a straight arrow, and you go forward. And that's all you fucking do. And then at the very end, you're like, here's the open world where you can fuck around if you want, or you could just end the game if you want. I'm like, I just want to end the game. Just let me end the fucking game.
Yeah, why would I want to keep playing your shit game?
It's because I'm like 15 and I don't have money to pay for another game, so I guess I'll finish this one.
Like, you don't even play as Lightning in the second.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
It's so fucking stupid.
It's called Lightning's Return.
So fucking dumb.
I think
you play as Lightning in the beginning of the game.
What are their subtitles? Hold on, this shit is stupid. Look up Final Fantasy 13 series. Why did they make a series out of that one and not 10 or 7? Well, now they're doing 7, but let's see.
Yeah, there's
Final Fantasy. Yeah, no, click on that one.
Final Fantasy
13 series.
You don't even play as the main fucking character. Makes no sense.
I like this website.
That's the Final Fantasy website.
I have the Final Fantasy.
Here's the Final Fantasy Legacy.
Lightning Saga. Titles. All right, scroll down. So, okay, so it's just 2, and then Lightning Returns. What's the third one? I think that one she actually shows up. She bothers to show up in her own game.
Yeah, she's like, you know what? Maybe I should be in my own game.
And she's such a unlikable character. Like, not in like, oh, she's a girl, she's unlikable, but in like a legitimate, like, why do you have to be like this? Why do you have to be such a spiteful bitch? It literally hates everyone on their team. Like, the beginning of the 13, she's just like, I'm better than this team. And it's like, well, fucking leave then, bitch.
You stupid whore.
You stupid whore.
Like, dude,
damn, I feel like now I'm going back on my criticism of Sakura in New York because I'm like, Naruto, because they just hate her because she's a woman. And I'm literally like, you fucking bitch, die in hell.
Dude, but like, it's so bad.
It is bad.
It's so boring. Like, they try to make her look so cool in the next games. Like,
they just give her more armor. They just cover her up a lot more.
No, they don't, because look, well, there's no armor down here
compared to the other ones. She still got some luggage in the armpit. Yeah,
she's more covered in her first fucking.
That's not fucking true. Look at the third one. Look at the third one again. Yeah, tell me there's more coverage.
Dude.
There's way more coverage there.
Dude. Are we looking at the same person?
Yes, we fucking are. Are you kidding me? Look at how much she's... Now, go back to the first one. What the fuck are you even telling me? You can see her knees!
You play as these two characters for like the first
I
hour
thought,
of Final Fantasy
what's his
2.
name? Snow. What the?
I don't give a shit who they
But
are.
like, I thought he was in Kingdom Hearts 2 for a while. I thought they were the same character, but they're not.
Game is so boring.
It is boring.
Who cares?
It sucks.
This is like what people say, like JRPGs are so bad.
Yeah.
This is why. Like that's why you were like the JRPG suck.
I would say like 70% of them do.
She's the secondary primary female protagonist. She doesn't even show up, bro.
But that's why Lightning returns, because she's not there yet, but she will return. Because she's cool as fuck. Look, she has pink hair.
I hate video games, bro.
No, you don't. After I leave, you're gonna play Tears of fucking Kingdom and be like, man, I love video games. It's such a great art form.
Yeah, because I'm not thinking about a shitty game. Right? Like this makes me deeply hate video games.
I love my boy Cloud. He's sexy. We should do a tier list of who's the sexiest Final Fantasy character.
Dude, sexy tier
Cloud's
list.
gotta be. We should do that.
Sexy tier list.
Sexy
All right,
tier
we
list.
got it. We already have a
Yeah,
We already got our next fucking.
Well, no, we
stream.
still gotta do the lore one, or we can space those out.
We're definitely spacing those out. I can't do 3 lores in 3 weeks. I'll kill myself.
Yeah, you can. Do it, pussy.
All right. Her name isn't even Lightning. Her name is Claire.
Have you ever met a Claire that you like?
She is the narrator and temporary playable character of Final Fantasy II 13-2. That's so stupid.
You already fucked it up.
You don't even play as her in the second game. I never finished Final Fantasy 13-2. I thought you would finally be able to play as her.
No, why would you? She's just on the box art.
Dude, you're right. You're right though. Like you're laughing, but it's true.
Dude, it's so awesome being a Final Fantasy fan. Honestly,
you play as this bitch.
Yeah, she got a bow and arrow. She kind of cute. I had a crush on her when I was little.
At least you get to fucking gamble away your time.
yeah.
Money.
Yeah. I want a fucking chocobo. I can't even ride a chocobo. Fuck this game.
So, yeah, all I'm saying is Final Fantasy.
Best franchise. Best franchise.
Fucking trash.
You've played 2 of the games. Calm down. Calm your tits.
3.
What else have you played? You played 15, 13 remake.
And 13-2. So
you played. Why the fuck would you play 13-2?
I literally just fucking told you I played it.
You did it. You said you. Okay, but I'm
following
I played it for chronologically. Chronologically, you're like, okay, should I buy? Shut the fuck up. Should I buy Final Fantasy 13 or Final Fantasy 13-2? Well, 13-2 is a sequel, so maybe I should start with the first fucking game.
So the story behind it is my mom just bought me.
Final Fantasy. I didn't know. All right, I'm sorry.
I told her I wanted it for my birthday.
Yeah.
I wanted a Final Fantasy game for my birthday because I'm gonna get Final Fantasy.
That they ran out here.
Literally,
they left this in the bargain bin for like 90% off.
Like you joke. Like I think so. I think so.
I got Kingdom Hearts 2 in a bargain bin for $5.
Nice.
Yeah. That was my first.
Then I played 15, game. And then I played Remake.
Which one's your favorite?
Out of all of them?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go on the same route I am with the Zelda games. I think 15 is my favorite. I know that you'll never understand why I like Remake.
No, I understand because you're not a Final Fantasy fan. But as a Final Fantasy, like if you're a Final Fantasy fan first, and then you play that game, and then you're just like, why the fuck are you making these decisions? You had a perfect story, and now you're like, let's make it a fucking sequel.
Also, it's not every Final Fantasy fan's like that.
No, but
there's a lot of Final Fantasy fans that
I think I might be in the minority because
I don't think so. I think it's a good divide.
I think people are actually playing Final Fantasy. What the fuck? Like they're not just talking about 7 all over again. Well, they are. I guess.
The thing is, though, everyone's gonna.
I feel like
16, bro.
Like it's gonna be a trendsetter. And as much as RIP to turn-based combat, like honestly, if more people get into a franchise, that's what I hate about gatekeeping. It's like, oh, you were there from the beginning. Like, if more people like it, go for it. I can still have my criticisms. about the series and the legacy of it. But more eyes on it, more games in hands, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except Tears of Kingdom. That game is fucking trash.
The game is fucking garbage. Don't play a single Zelda game.
You know what? We're changing the score. This bad Mamba Jamba and this bad Mamba Jamba. No, don't change it.
So, well, I think that's it for this live stream.
Yeah.
JJ.
Well, we have to jump into another part of the live stream.
What's that?
All right, hold on. So we start out with Skyward Sword. No.
End the fucking stream right there.
Yeah.
Thank you guys all for watching. For those that stuck around and watched, thank you. Please give a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the stream. And next week, we'll kind of talk about it. I think a Zelda lore stream would be fun to do.
Yeah.
And
we'll space them out. Well, I'll do like the initial timeline first, and then maybe I'll do the Wind Waker one because that one's quick.
Because it'll take time.
It's like Wind Waker and then these other two shitty fucking games. And I'll do bullet points. I'm not going to go into detail with Wind Waker. Probably just the first Wind Waker, and then after that, I'm like, and then they get on a stupid fucking train, and Zelda's dead. She's a ghost, whatever. And then they go choo choo choo, and that's it.
So yeah, look forward to that. And we'll see you guys.
We should do a sexy boy too.
And we're definitely gonna do a sexy boy too. That'll be so fucking fun. Sexy people, because you know what? We've had enough of just men tier lists.
We gotta mix it up.
Yeah. So
maybe we just focus on like different media. So like we'll do video game, because if we just do comic book and everything else, then we're gonna have like a million different options. So we should do sexy video game and then sexy comic, sexy manga.
Sure. So we have 3 streams.
Good fucking job. I make more content, baby. More content.
More streams planned. So yeah, go ahead and check us out in the coming weeks for all those streams.
How much you agree with this list, because again, this is the official list. So if you disagree with it, Miyamoto disagrees with you,
and will kill you.
And will kill you in your sleep.
Bye.
Bye.